And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wrigleyville West in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the 2014 Cactus Classic. And we're underway in the 15U championship game, and it features Angels Gray against the SoCal Halos. And TJ Foreman, the leadoff hitter. For the SoCal Halos, 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and a ball fouled out of play on the first base side. So Foreman leads off. Dante Sandoval bats second at shortstop. Ben Ferris, the DH, is third. Shane Anderson, the pitcher, bats fourth for SoCal. Cole Krager, the right fielder, is fifth. Jared Sandoval bats sixth. There's a fly ball into right field, and that's caught for out number one. So leadoff hitter retired in the ball game on an F9, and there's one down for Dante Sandoval. Get through the rest of the Halos order then, as Matt Page bats seventh at third base. Dane Aguilar, the EH, bats eighth. Miguel Lagunas at second base is ninth. Corey Cantrell, the left fielder, bats 10th. Pitch over for a strike to Sandoval. That ball hit down the right field side, but out of play. A little different vantage point than what we typically would have at a complex game, but had some movement. And of course, this game was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. First pitch came across at 6:10. And that pitch over for a called third strike. Sandoval is out, number 2. Connor Denning, the starting pitcher for Angels Gray. He's retired the first 2 hitters and now goes after the DH, Ben Ferris. And the first one fouled off on the screen on the first base side, strike 1. Denning throwing to Jacob Clemens. Ryan Luce at first base. Casey Willis, the second baseman. Chris Scott at shortstop, as that ball is hit sharply past the third baseman into left field. And it's a 2-out base hit for Ben Ferris. And now Shane Anderson, the pitcher, will bat here in the first for the SoCal Halos. And we mentioned then Chris Scott, the shortstop, Seth Sass, the third baseman for the Angels Gray, Michael Lucas in left field, Andre Arnett in center, Jacob Denton in right. But anyway, he was talking about then the game getting started at 6:10, so an hour and 10 minutes late. Had an extra inning game in an elimination game earlier today in a different division that ended up knocking the schedule off track and forced some field movement and some games to be moved around. As the runner goes, the pitch misses. The throw to second base is not in time. A stolen base for Ferris, and so he's into scoring position. Count of a ball and a strike on the batter, Anderson. Swing and a miss for a strike, and it's 1-2. We just finished the 18U championship game. Was supposed to have been played on field 3, but they had to move that one over to field 4 because of the other movement, again because of delayed games, extra innings, and so forth. As Anderson is hit by the pitch, he's on his way to first base. And with 2 aboard and 2 outs, the batter is Cole Krager. Now Anderson will come off and we'll get a courtesy runner. Jason Gomez will run at first base. And the first pitch on the way is high for a ball to Krieger. 2 on and 2 out, just underway, top of the first, the 15U championship game. And a ball foul to the backstop. Runs the count to 1-1. It looks as though it might be a smooth inning for Connor Denning. A fly ball to right field and then a called third strike. But a base hit and a hit batter have put 2 aboard. And that ball hit the other way into right field, down for a base hit. Runner's going to be waved around third base. The throw will come in, and it's cut off. No play at the plate. And the Halos are on the board in the top of the first inning. An RBI single off the bat of Cole Krieger. And the Halos have a run, as I said, in the top of the first. And runners at the corners with 2 outs and a run in for J.R. Sandoval, the first baseman. The first one is Sandoval high for ball 1. And pitch over for a strike. This is Wrigleyville West. It's the brand new spring training home of the Chicago Cubs. So we're actually in an area of a cloverleaf of minor league fields. 4 fields, each back to back, as pitch is a ball 2-1. And so they have a nice tower, and we've been in a lot of them here in the Phoenix area, covering sports here in Arizona for more than 20 years. Done a lot of these complex games at the towers. As that pitch is over for a strike, and it's 2-2. This is definitely the biggest one that we've been to of all of the spring training complexes around the Phoenix area. But because of that, we were set up to film on Field 3, which is where the 18U championship game was originally scheduled for. It got moved as we get a slow ground ball. Going to be a close play at first, but in time. Nice recovery there to throw out Sandoval to end the inning. And the SoCal Halos are on the board in the top of the first. They get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 2 after having a play. Halos 1, Angels Gray coming up. Chris Scott leads things out for the Angels Gray in the bottom of the first inning. Had turned a bunt and pulled the bat back, took the pitch up and in for ball 1. And the next pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's knocked back out of play, and the count 1-2. Chris Cobb, the shortstop, leads off for the Angels. Michael Lucas, the left fielder, bats second. Jacob Clemens, the catcher, is third. Hitting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan Luce. Seth Sass, the third baseman, bats fifth. We'll get you the rest after the pitch to Scott. Drops down to pop that one up on the first base side. It's caught right near the line, and Scott is retired. Now the left fielder Lucas bats for the Angels, but to get through the rest of their order, the number 6 hitter is the pitcher Connor Denning. Casey Willis, second baseman, bats 7th. Jacob Denton, the right fielder, is 8th. Luis Arriola is an extra hitter, batting 9th. Andre Arnett, the center fielder, is 10th. The first one to Lucas, low for ball 1. 1-0 Halos. Angels batting in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 pitch. That's outside for a ball, 2-0. The next one misses. 3 balls and no strikes to Lucas. Jacob Clemens, the catcher, next for the Angels. 3-0. That's over for a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, outside, ball 4. So Lucas with a 1-out walk. He goes to first base. And it does bring up Jacob Clemens, the Angels catcher. Shane Anderson, the right-hander on the mound for the SoCal Halos here in the 15U championship game. And the first one to Clemens inside and low, ball 1. First and the runner back. Good lead over there at first base. And a hard hit ball that's going to be driven into the alley in the left center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Lucas will be waved around third base. He will score. The throw will go to third, and a headfirst slide. Safe at third base is Jacob Clemens, an RBI triple. And the Angels have tied the Halos in the bottom of the first. Definitely a lively bat there for Clemens, as that line drive almost seemed to gain speed as it got into the outfield. As Cameron Kamphausen will run at third base as a courtesy runner. And a ground ball, and that's past the third baseman Page down the line. That's going to roll to the warning track, and another run is in. Stopping at second base is Ryan Luce. He's got an RBI double, and it's 2-1 Angels. Didn't really get a chance to say anything about Luce, but he's the Angels' first baseman. Delivered the RBI double, so he's out there at second. Now Seth Sass at the plate. He's going to try to bunt. Picked up by the pitcher onto first base and safe the call, and that'll be a bunt base hit for Sass. So Luce to third and Sass at first after the bunt base hit, and the batter is Connor Denning. Runner from first takes off. The pitch low and away and no throw. So Sass with a stolen base as he moves into scoring position. Over for a strike, and it's 1-1. 2 runs across for the Angels in the bottom of the first inning. Still only 1 out and 2 more in scoring position. And the ball fouled out of play. Looking in for the sign. Cole Falskin, the catcher for the SoCal Halos. He's being DH for today. There's a soft line drive. That's going to be trouble. Down into left field a hit. A run will score. Throw comes plateward. And out at the plate as Falskin, the catcher, able to hang on as that slide came in strong, but Sass is thrown out. The left fielder, Corey Cantrell, guns down a runner at the plate. Goes as an RBI base hit for Denning as Luce scored, and then Sass is thrown out for the second out of the inning. Denning goes to second on the play, and he's replaced by a courtesy runner at second, and the batter Casey Willis. First one to Willis, high for a ball. And that pitch gets a piece of Willis. Not much, but enough. Got the uniform on the way by, I guess. And so Willis to first base. 2 on with 2 outs. Angels have put 3 across in the first inning. And the batter is Jacob Denton. Throw back to second base. Runner back ahead of the tag. Pitch is low for a ball to Denton. SoCal Halos got a run in the top of the first inning. Angels have responded with 3 so far in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch high and outside, 3-0. Anderson looking in, and time is called. Going around there, I guess sort of a half swing for Denton on 3-0. You would expect he was taken all the way. Balls and a strike with 2 aboard and 2 outs. 3-1 Angels in the bottom of the first. And again, time called. And that one's outside for ball 4. Second walk given up by Anderson in the inning. That loads the bases for the number 9 hitter, Luis Arriola. First one outside for a ball. And the next one misses, 2-0. Set the 2-0 pitch. Missed again outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And now time call. Three and 0 on Arriola, nowhere to put him, and that one's over for a strike. 3-1. And that pitch high for ball 4, and that'll force in a run. So Denning's courtesy runner scores. That's Paul Taraberry that scored on that bases loaded walk, and now Andre Arnett, the number 10 hitter, bats with the bases full. A run in, another one in for the Angels. They lead 4-1 in the bottom of the first as the pitch to Arnett is over for a strike. And that ball hit into center field. Playable out there and put away by Foreman. And the inning is over, but the Angels send 10 to the plate, and they score 4 times in the bottom of the first. After one, they lead the SoCal Halos 4-1. Matt Page leads off the second inning for the SoCal Halos and takes strike 1. Pops another one up. That one goes out of play on the first base side of the count, 0-2. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Halos. The 2-strike pitch. That's high for a ball, 1-2. Angels Gray in the bottom of the first inning finished with 4 runs and 4 hits and left the bases loaded. Pitch bounced in there for a ball, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Popped up first base side, loose. First baseman in foul territory makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. The batter is Dana Aguilar. Pitch over for a strike. And the ball bunted. That's going to be trouble there. Picked up. Quick throw to first. And safe the call. Third baseman Sass did everything he could do there. That was just a well-placed, well-timed bunt. And Aguilar aboard at first. With 1 out of the inning, the batter Miguel Lagunas. Pitch high, the throw to second base, in plenty of time, and out at second. So I don't know if that's a missed sign. Maybe Aguilar didn't get much of a jump, but a 2-4 caught stealing as Clemens threw that one right on the money and had him by a couple of steps. So that takes care of the Halo base runner here in the second inning. Halos trailing 4-1. They got 1 in the top of the first inning, but then surrendered 4 in the bottom of the first. strike. And a swing and a miss. Denning back to the wind in the pitch. And another swing and a miss. San Lagunas out on strikes. And that ends it for the Halos in the second. After an inning and a half, they still trail 4-1. Chris Scott back to lead off again for the Angels. This time takes strike one from Shane Anderson. Strike pitch. And a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2. With a two-strike pitch and a swing and a miss. Chris Scott popped out to the pitcher Anderson his first time up. This time a strikeout, and we'll see how the rest of the inning plays out for the Angels. Gray as Michael Lucas bats. He walked and scored in the first. First pitch low and away for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Anderson into the wind in the 2-0. And that's over for a strike. 2-1. Anderson steps off as Lucas steps out. One out, base is empty, bottom of the second. 4-1 Angels. That one's over for a strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 got inside, and it's pulled foul. Sounded like it broke the bat. And Lucas will have to go get another one from the Angel dugout. Lucas back in there and ready. A 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. Jacob Clemens, the catcher, next for the Angels. Anderson into the wind, a 3-2. Near the outside corner, a called third strike. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Anderson, his first 2 of the ball game. And now after Clemens with the bases empty and 2 down. Clemens tripled homer run and then scored back in the Angel first inning. They lead at 4-1, batting in the bottom of the second. A little cat and mouse going on here between Clemens and Anderson. Now each of them ready to go. And the first pitch on the way. And it's a fly ball to center field. Foreman over a couple of steps to his left. He's there to make the catch. And the inning is over. A 3-up, 3-down second inning for the Angels. After 2, they still lead 4-1. 10-1 and 2 in the order for the SoCal Halos in the third. Corey Cantrell, the leadoff hitter, going after the first one and fouls it out of play. And the next pitch high, and it's a ball and a strike. Fastball high, 2-1 the count. Cantrell leads off, Foreman and Sandoval follow for the Halos in the third. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight to the backstop, and it's 2-2. You're just a bit of a breeze, but much needed and very welcomed breeze. That ball goes the other way over the head of the third baseman and down into shallow left field. It's a leadoff base hit for the number 10 hitter. Cantrell aboard at first. And the batter is TJ Foreman. Back. 4-1 our score, top of the third inning. It's the 15U championship game. There's a soft line drive on the right side, caught by Willis. And so Foreman with a soft line drive for the first out of the inning, and now the batter is Dante Sandoval. Swing and a miss for strike one to Sandoval, who was called out on strikes back in the first. Swing and a miss, and Sandoval down 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Sandoval strikes out. Two away for Ben Ferris, the DH. He lays off the first pitch, and it misses for ball one. Set the 1-0 pitch, and a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Denning ready, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Now the set and the 1-2 pitch. Cued first base side foul. And we stay at a ball and 2 strikes. To the count on Ben Ferris. 2 outs with a runner at first base. Top of the third inning, and the Halos trailing 4-1. Pitch high for a ball, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch popped up. And now back foul and out of play. Fly ball into shallow left field. This might be trouble. Going to be a long run. And a nice basket catch made by the shortstop, Chris Scott. And that will end the inning. Ferris lifts that shallow fly ball out to left, and Scott puts it away. SoCal Halos not able to do anything with a leadoff base hit. They leave that runner after 2.5, still down 4-1. 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Angels. Gray in the bottom of the third inning. Ryan Luce, the leadoff hitter, with a swing and a miss for strike one. The 0-1 pitch bounced in. Double his first time up, hits a ground ball over to third. That's picked up there, and a throw across is in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the Angel third inning. One away for Seth Sass. Over for strike one. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Sath with a bunt. Base hit his first time up. The 0-2. Ground ball. Backhanded behind the bag at third. The throw across gets away, and now Sass will go to second base. Page, the third baseman, made such a nice play on the ground ball to backhand it behind the bag, but then the throw wide at first base. And Sass is in scoring position at second with one out for Connor Denning. Found back out of play. Denning had an RBI single his first time up. Trying to get that runner in from second base. Angels leading the SoCal Halos 4-1. And a ground ball, foul. Third base side, it's 0-2. Checking the runner at second base, the 0-2 pitch. And that's a shot into right field, down for a base hit. Runner will hold at third base. And that'll put runners at the corners. Sass stops at third. It's a soft enough line drive that really didn't have a chance to score from second on the play. It was well over the head of the second baseman, Lagunas. McGregor playing shallow in right field. Didn't want to test that and have a runner thrown out at the plate. So Angels will take runners at first and third with one out for Casey Willis. Runner takes off from first, and the throw, I don't know, some miscommunication there for the Halos, but either way, it's a stolen base. Looked as though they were trying to get the shortstop Sandoval to come in and cut off the throw, and then maybe decided at the last second to let it go through because the runner at third, Sass, didn't break. Infield comes in now. Willis with a chance To hit with a drawn-in infield. A swing and a miss for a strike. Nice one bounced in there. Breaking ball misses outside. Checking the runner at third in the pitch. And that's over for a called third strike. Willis not able to pull the trigger there, and he's out number 2. Now Jacob Denton, the right fielder. He takes low for ball 1. There maybe on the breaking ball, got it over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1. Second and third with 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning, Angels leading the SoCal Halos 4-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Denton. If he can reach, Luis Arriola's next. And that's back over the inside part of the plate, a called third strike. And Anderson pitches out of a jam in the third with second and third and no outs. He gets back-to-back, with 1 out rather, he gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the Angels' third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. After 3, still 4-1. Four, 5, and 6 in the order for the Halos. Top of the 4th inning, Shane Anderson in there to lead off. And going after the first one, a line drive past the first baseman, loose into right field. And Anderson with a leadoff single. Anderson will come off as Zach Miller will run at first base. Walt Krieger at the plate. He had an RBI single his first time up. And the first pitch high for ball 1. Next one over for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. With a run in the top of the first inning. Angels Gray came back with 4 in the bottom of the first. And that's still our score as we play in the top of the 4th inning. Ball fouled over near the fence on the first base side, but out of play. The 1-2 pitch. And that's grounded past the first baseman on the right side. That's into right field. Now two aboard with nobody out for J.R. Sandoval. Popped up right side. Should be an infield fly, it is, and the batter is out. So Sandoval retired on a pop out to the second baseman, Willis. One away in the inning for Matt Page. Page fouled out to the first baseman, loose his first time up. Takes low for ball one. That ball hit off the pitcher and going to throw to first. I was going to say there won't be a play, but trying to throw it over there anyway. Denning hit by that ball. Now you're going to have to see if he's okay. That loads the bases for the Halos in the top of the fourth inning. They'll check on Denning, and we take a break. Denning stays in the ballgame after a couple of warm-up throws. And he gets the first one to Aguilar over for a strike. Hard hit ground ball. That's through the hole into left field. One run will score. They're going to wave around another one. The throw is cut off, and now it's left behind in the middle of the infield. As Sass wasn't able to pick it up clean, I don't think it would have mattered. Two-run single for Aguilar to make it a 4-3 game. Page to third, Aguilar to second base as that the throw went into the middle of the infield. And a pinch hitter as Jason Gomez will bat for Miguel Lagunas. So Halos within a run here in the top of the fourth inning. They've got the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second, and infield drawn in. And the next pitch misses for a ball. Denning delivers. That's over for a strike. Two and one the count on Gomez. Now 3-1. One out in the inning, two runs across for the Halos. That's hit hard back up the middle. That's into center field. One run will score. Two runs will score as the ball is bobbled in center field. It's a two-run single, a pinch hit two-run single, in fact, for Jason Gomez. The Halos have scored 4 times, and they lead 5-4. Corey Cantrell. First to throw over to first. Cantrell with a base hit to lead off the third. Again, a throw over, and that one gets away. And Gomez will stop at second base. First error of the ball game for the Angels. Halos out of a double play possibility here. And now Cantrell with a chance to knock in that run from second base. Fly ball into shallow right center. And really more towards straightaway center. Just the right fielder Denton was on his horse to get over there to help out if necessary. It's a fly ball to center field then for Cantrell as Arnett put it away, and there's 2 outs. And it's back to the top of the order for TJ Foreman. And a ground ball fielded by the shortstop Scott on to first base in time, and the inning is over. But a great inning for the SoCal Halos. They score 4 times in the top of the 4th and retake the lead after 3.5. It's the Halos 5 and the Angels 4. Nine, 10, and 1 in the order for the Angels in the bottom of the 4th. Ariola takes a ball down at the feet. 4-1. Next pitch, a fastball outside, 2-0. Ariola walked with the bases loaded his first time up. The next one outside, 3-0. The last thing Anderson and the Halos want to see here is a walk to the leadoff hitter after your team scores 4 runs to jump back in a lead. Gets that one over for a strike, and it's 3-1. Yeah, that one fouled off the backstop, 3-2. Anderson trying to come all the way back here after falling behind 3-0. A called strike and a foul ball. And we've gone as far as we can go. 3-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Play right near the bag at second, caught by the shortstop Sandoval, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now Andre Arnett, first one over for a strike. And the next one on the inside corner is strike, and it's 0-2. Ball fouled back out of play. And 2 on Arnett. The pitch lays off a ball down in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Back to the wide, Anderson, the 1-2 pitch. Foul to the backstop. Got the shortstop in the on-deck circle for the Angels. They trail 5-4, batting in the bottom of the 4th. It's the 15U championship game of the Cactus Classic. Another 1-2 pitch. On the inside corner, fooled him there, and that is a called third strike. Strikeout number 5 for Shane Anderson. Pitch over for a strike. And a slow ground ball on the right side. Lagunas charges Fields and throws to first. And that is in time. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, fourth for the Angels. After 4, they trail the Halos 5-4. Now we come back to you here from Wrigleyville West in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. And apparently the game has been called. And the only thing I can assume is that the plate umpire has called it because of darkness. Still some sunshine left. If that's not the reason why, then that's my mistake on the interpretation. But obviously we've only played 4 innings. He called the game at 7:20, which is an hour and 10 after we started, so of course nowhere close to the time limit. There are still 2 other games going on. Now that may be because of tie scores. We don't know the scores from around the other games, but there are 2 other games still going on. One on the southeast field. We're kind of on the southwest, so the southeast field and the northeast field are still going. The southwest field where we're at, the game has been called. And I'm just kind of hanging around here in case anything changes, and it doesn't look like it's going to. The Angels then use a big 4-run 4th inning to come from behind, down 4-1, going into the top of the 4th. They score 4 times, and they win it by a final score of 5-4. Totals on the game. We'll get that to you here in just a moment. As we get things totaled up. For SoCal Halos in the winning effort, 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 4 left. For the Angels, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and 5 runners left on base. So the SoCal Halos are the 15U division champions in the 2014 Cactus Classic. And that is in fact going to do it. So the Halos took it. They were already over on the side taking pictures with the T-shirts or whatever they get. Took the championship photos. Parents were out on the field and all that. The Angels were still working on it, trying to wage whatever protest they could come up with to try to keep the game going. But it does appear that this one is over. And so the SoCal Halos, as I mentioned, the 15U division champions in the 2014 Cactus Classic. So that'll do it. Again, our final score, SoCal Halos 5, Angels Gray 4. From Wrigleyville West in Mesa, Arizona, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long. We hope to talk to you again soon.